In this video, I'm going to be sharing 9 powerful secrets that women who are loving and loyal and feminine and looking for a lifelong relationship I wishing men would do if you ever wondered what helps a high-quality woman fall deeply in love with a man and stay in love and stay committed for the long haul. Then you need to understand these things. She's craving from you, they're very powerful. Stick around, because once you start doing these you'll be able to unlock a level of connection you've been dreaming about. As a Christian dating coach, my online academy and everything I teach is all about how to find the love of your life and keep that love permanently. So there are no mind games, no tricks, only wholesome dating advice. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. So let's get started with the first thing loving. Loyal women are craving from a man. You already know one is genuine compliments. This probably doesn't come as a surprise. You enjoy genuine compliments from her. Right, just like you want to know that she finds you attractive. She wants to know that you find her attractive. And she also wants compliments beyond just her physical appearance. So this can include telling her she's good at something, praising her for something, mentioning some of her qualities that you admire and appreciate. So praise her personality or her intelligence or her kindness and compassion. Never underestimate the power of compliments, especially when you are actively expressing interest in her. They're very powerful, okay? The next thing women wish you would do is wait until there's enough of a connection emotionally before you tell her you have feelings for her. As a coach, I have been doing this many years now. One of the biggest mistakes I see is a guy who develops feelings for a girl. And that's adorable and that's cute. But he will just go all in and just confess to her and give his heart to her really soon, and especially if you haven't even been dating yet. But even if you haven't been dating seriously yet, and you start confessing to her like that, it will scare her to death. Because that emotional depth is not there yet. Now, to be clear, once you have that emotional connection, once you've been going out for a while, and you have that closeness, yes, she definitely wants to hear you. Confess your feelings for her, and let her know that you like her. Just make sure that you don't do it too soon. Otherwise, it actually scares her to death. No surprise, men and women think differently. And this is one thing that definitely terrifies women. Okay, the next thing that women crave is having someone to just listen and understand, and a good way to understand how to do this is listen to her without feeling like you have to solve the problems. There is something incredibly attractive about that knight in shining armor who shows up ready to slay the dragon for her. And there's definitely a place for that, however. Often when she's trying to talk to you about something that's bothering her, she just wants to feel heard. She wants to feel validated. She wants to feel understood, especially by the man who matters most to her. So it's often, you want to jump in and you want to slay the dragon. There's a place for that. And it's super hot in its place. But most of the time, what she's looking for is just to feel hurt by you. So don't feel like you always have to fix it. Just help her feel validated and appreciated and understood. When a woman feels understood by a man, that's a magical feeling. That is something she truly craves. Well, there are some very needy women that you probably shouldn't be dating, who want you to fix everything. Many or most women just want to feel heard and understood by you. Makes sense, okay? The next thing women crave for men and really long for you to do is take the initiative in the relationship. A woman's feminine energy is going to crave your masculine energy. And one masculine trait that can be incredibly healthy and supportive and ridiculously hot is the role of leadership. Now, when I say leadership, I do not mean control. I do not mean micromanage. I just mean to lead out. Take responsibility for relationship growth. Whether it's planning special moments, or addressing issues head-on. She wants you to take that leadership role. And it's incredibly attractive. And as a matter of fact, a woman who's good at helping you take that leadership role can be a very good sign that she's someone worth it. Dating, some ways to take the initiative in the relationship is through pursuing her. That's one of the things I help you master and understand how to do effectively in my academy. It doesn't have to be huge, massive things. It's just about consistently taking the initiative, okay? This next one I'm about to share with you. This next thing that women want you to do, that women crave from men, is one of my favorite things to talk about because whether men realize it or not, this is actually something you're probably craving in your dream girl as well. It's attractive no matter how you look at it. This thing is to work on personal growth. Women admire men who are committed to self-improvement. It can be spiritually or mentally, or physically or emotionally. Always improving who you are is one of the sexiest things ever. Just like you want a woman who's always becoming the best version of herself, the most attractive version of herself for you, and maintaining that and growing that. Someone who's becoming an even better communicator. Someone who is always working in her femininity too, and help you with your masculinity, and help you really be able to embrace that role. You want someone who's always working on personal growth, and she wants that too. Nobody wants a lazy blob as a partner. Unless, of course, they are a lazy blob as well. We want someone who's willing to improve because those are the sexiest people there are. And actually, speaking about personal growth, did you know that this is actually one of the most powerful secrets to make someone fall in love with you and stay in love with you? So if you're looking for a loving, lifelong relationship, that personal growth is key. This is why so much of what I teach in my online academy is centered around creating habits. Because once you create and maintain those habits in the right areas, that's what makes you completely irresistible to her. And that love can stay alive and flourish forever. Creating habits is what makes the process very automatic, a good place to learn more about which areas you want to create these habits in is in my free masterclass. I'm going to share with you there some of the key things women need most in order to fall in love and stay in love. These 3 main areas are game changers. So I'll put a link in the description below, or just go to COM Masterclass. Every man who wants lifelong love needs to understand these things. That's why I made it for you. So make sure you watch it, okay? This next thing that women crave and wish men would do is to notice the little things. It really just melts a woman's heart when you remember the little things, like her favorite candy bar or her favorite song, or even something like an important event to her, something that matters to her. That guy who remembers those little things about her is ridiculously adorable. It melts her heart completely. And that's certainly someone she can see herself spending the rest of her life with. She feels like she matters, just like you feel really good. When she remembers the little things about you, she definitely wants you to remember the little things about her. And actually, you may be sensing a little bit of a theme. So often the things you want in a partner are things she also wants. And when you have, that's one of the best ways to attract what you want, is to be on the same level as that. Makes sense. And the next thing that women crave from a man goes hand in hand. And this is to show appreciation regularly. It would make you feel amazing to have that woman who's so special to you appreciate you and thank you and acknowledge that. Right, well, she feels the same way, and it honestly does not have to. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just small gestures of gratitude and little compliments about the things she does. That goes a long way. Something simple like, "Thanks for always being there for me," or "Thanks for always helping me smile." Those words may seem simple, but that's something she's going to remember forever and cherish. It really matters to her. Okay, this next one might surprise a few people. It's very important and powerful though. The next thing women wish men would do is to express emotions more openly. There is plenty of popular and utterly pathetic advice going on around out there about how you should be completely closed off, mysterious, and you should just be aloof and don't let her get too close. That is a recipe for being single forever. Because women want an emotional connection with you. Now, does this mean you should be a crybaby
Well, no.
all the time? You get bored if she was a crybaby all the time,
Right,
too.
but
It is impossible to have an emotional connection if you don't open up emotionally. And so, yes, have boundaries with it and make sure you can trust her. But also allow yourself to open up emotionally. Where appropriate, a woman wants to see into your soul. I'm talking about high-quality women, not talking about toxic women. They don't really care about you. They just care about what you can do for them. But a high-quality woman, a high-value woman, she genuinely cares about who you are inside. And she wants to see that person. And she wants to understand more about that person. And it's also so much easier for her to open up to you emotionally and let you in emotionally when you're letting her in as well. It's gotta be some give and take there. So if you want that deep emotional connection, it's important to open up to her emotionally. So if you're struggling to create a deep connection with women, this is definitely something to pay attention to. And I saved the best for last. The next thing women wish men would do is be a strong spiritual leader. Just like you crave a woman who loves God and is close to God and who lives the way Christ taught us to live. Someone who is loving, someone who is gentle, someone who is patient, someone who is kind. She is craving that from a man as well. She wants a man who knows how to show up, confident and leading out in spiritual matters. And again, when I say leading, I do not mean controlling. Some people are like, I'm gonna lead her to Christ. And that means micromanager. No, it doesn't. The Christ does not micromanage us, okay? Instead, he leads you. He led by example, right? And so being there for her. And making sure that God is a priority in your life. Because I mean, how are you supposed to lead her to God if you don't even know him? So, it's pretty important that you're putting that first. In your life, she's going to recognize that. And she's going to greatly desire that. That's the kind of man that she knows she can give her heart and be safe with forever. That's the kind of man she wants to raise children with. That's the kind of man that she wants to give herself to forever. So in a world that is trying to tell the bad boys the most attractive it might be to the toxic women, but why do you want to attract them? You don't want to attract them. So don't listen to that advice. Women who are loving, who are feminine, who are loyal, who are purposefully and proactively trying to have a relationship with God. They want you to be having a purposeful relationship with God as well, and when she sees that in a man, I can't even express to you what that does to her. That is the most important thing. Because if that's in place, everything else will follow. She wants a man who can lead out in faith and integrity. Thank you so much for watching. My amazing friend, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a topic that I really enjoyed putting together for you. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's so amazing with the super things. Thank you for supporting wholesome content. I'm passionate about sharing this with you because we're watching trends in the world right now where people are teaching some very, very harmful dating and relationship advice. And so I love being able to share this with you. And your support really does help me do that. So thank you, and to everyone who's watching. Whether you've ever used the super things before or not, if you want to support wholesome content, consider using the super things. It really does help, so thank you. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Let's grow this channel even more. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. Does this shelf make me look short? Of course it does. The funny thing is I'm short. Okay, never mind. Now we wait. Waiting. 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 Yeah. Some of us can have fun anywhere. Too bad I don't have the force. And then I could just open it from here. Even short. You can reach high places when you have the force. It's a little nugget of wisdom for you today, all right. Is this where I was standing? I don't know, I think so. It doesn't matter, I have to. Much fun. When you leave me alone with the camera is dangerous. Okay. I just think I'm really funny. You know, and if only one person could think I'm really funny, it should be me because I can still really enjoy it. You know. Alright, I guess take this off and get back in the zone. I needed that today, okay? Here we go. Calm down, act professional goodness. I can't. Okay. Just stop thinking about it. It won't be funny anymore, alright. I don't remember what I was talking about. Those are the sexiest people there. There are sexiest people. There are sexy people. I don't know if I said that right though. That's be hard questions when I'm filming. Oh wait, focus, sorry, I got lost in the music. That's never happened before, okay. It's gone, okay. Secret, end of the video club. I have come prepared with a word. It's a funny word, but we're gonna go with it. The word today is mustard. Why is it mustard? Because the curtains in his room are mustard colored. Not like they don't have mustard on them. Like that's the actual color. I don't go around spraying mustard everywhere. And I just really like the color. And the word is fun to say. So we're going with mustard. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. And for leaving out our special code word so that I know you're the best. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm serious, mustard. It's just fun to say, try it. It was fun, huh? That's what I thought, just kidding. Okay, bye. Part 2.